Suffer the children to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. So whether you're teachers or mentors or whatever you may do, look behind, someone's waiting to be like you. They can be what they can see. They can be teachers, mentors, fathers, just like you. What they see is what they'll be. So as you live your life, remember youth are following you. And may your footsteps lead them to a path that's true. Oh, the more you give, the more you get. You share your time and young hearts.
You said that, I think that you said that this was out of going to Senegal. Did you not feel a similar kind of experience just being here in the UK as well?
In Senegal it was very direct because the racism was coming from the black people. And I remember saying to Aisha, this feeling is nothing new to me. I've felt this before. And it wasn't in Senegal, it was actually here in the UK. It was something I've experienced as a child from black people. It wasn't from white people itself, it was from black people. So I think that's where the real pain was coming from for me. And I think it's the same thing.
But it's the fact that we weren't anticipating that we'd get the same treatment in Senegal.
Yeah.
That was the difference. We
That kind
experienced
of
it our whole
sparked off,
lives
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That's what primary school experience, secondary school, college. Throughout that, black people have had significant issues. Oh, you've got natural hair. Oh, God, you're ugly because of that. Or you're dark, got big nose. My whole life, and our whole lives, we've had different issues with black people having problems with us because we're black.
There was supposed to be 150 African participants, but in the hotel there was only 4 black people because we were British. Because in the hotel, black people weren't allowed in the hotel. So that was one of the things we've noticed while we were there. Second thing was, if I was at the breakfast table and I've asked for something and then a white Frenchman would come, the waitress would literally just ignore me and walk off. I mean, we were stopped at certain points by hotel staff assuming we were prostitutes, or we were stealing something, or there was too many. There was just too many. Even in the only time we weren't treated like that was when we had the British Council badge on. And Africans have said to us, if you don't want to be treated like that, where you
We're expected to believe that nothing's going on, we're all friends, we're all kumbaya-ing and it's cool. When that's not the case, you know what I'm saying? I mean, saying she's not aware, people are doing it. Like, I didn't know, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know it was prevalent in the Asian community until I went to Southall. And I saw all of them buying it, and I was like, oh, so you lot do it then. Obviously it's a thing where it's a black girl thing, black girls that, that don't love themselves or whatever, but it's prevalent everywhere. I mean, I'm a bit surprised people coming at you asking why you're doing. I think this is very important, and clearly the numbers here reflect that it's important to everybody here also. So I think forums like this are very important as well, and maybe it's something that, if anything, with the use of the internet and stuff, we can advertise it a lot more and then get the discussion going and not pretend that it's not happening. And I mean, I can tell people using skin, the bleaching by the skin, you can tell it's like it's blotchy, it's red, it doesn't even look genuine. I don't understand why they like to do it. It looks so obvious that, this is not your skin tone, it doesn't even look right. So I mean, I'm glad I came here. I mean, certain things I don't agree with, but I think that's the whole purpose of coming to things of this nature, so you can get out, and I think you learn from everybody. I mean, your experience in Senegal doesn't surprise me. When I was in Dominican Republic, I was the only black girl. I lived with like 20 white girls. I was often thought to be the maid. I'd go to the mall and they'll look at me like, and they'll speak to me in Spanish, and I'd be like, no, they couldn't even fathom the idea of Africa. So if I say English, they're like, no, you're American, that's the American. I'm like, no, I'm not. And they hated me because I was dark skinned, I could speak English. They hated me, and that was new to me because obviously I come from England. I knew people had preferences for skin tones, but in that country, it was in part of their society. I was approached daily by Boricuas, like fair skinned men, telling me, I'll give you a baby, your daughter will have a happy life because she'll be lighter than you. That was standard. I was known as a snooty black girl because I refused to respond to be called Morena. That's not my name. My name's not black girl, But this is, I think people, obviously, if you don't travel, you think it's, you know, you're not aware of it. And like you said about Senegal, it doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me at all.
How many media coverage do we have here? I know the camera is here,
not
but
on the media,
how
that's
much
why.
does it come into the everyday life of everyday black people who walk around? It's not even about the color of the skin, but the content of the character and the appreciation that we all the same. A lot of people don't realize that because they've been bombarded in the media and everywhere else that, oh, black complexion is good, long hair is great, even colored hair is even better. That's what's happening now, and this is why we are isolated and why we are having the same conflict.
I enjoyed the two films. I think it brought a lot of information on why we have the young black youth today the way they are, and it shows the root of it as well. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think it's really good that we got the chance to see it for free as well. So
the presentation was highly informative and really useful in terms of giving me an insight into what's happened in the past in the UK with performers. As an actor myself, there are many things I didn't know. For example, Ira Eldridge, performances at Buckingham Palace, the company from America that came to Grace End and hired a theatre, go away. And I think I'm definitely going to come to more, you know. I think there's a wealth of information out there that we just don't have access to, and a service like this is indispensable.
I'm going to address this ongoing problem that we have in the community. This ongoing problem that's killing a lot of children within our community, a lot of young people, and that is knife crime. Now, I feel that I have to address this because I don't believe that we as a people are getting the full picture out here. I do feel that, yes, we do have a problem with a lot of children are dying, you know, a lot of people are getting killed out there, but I think that, yes, that's right, shush. I'm talking. Yeah, no, seriously, I do think that we do have a problem with what's going on in our community, and I think that we need to address that. Personally, I believe the media is against us. That is my personal opinion. I believe the media is against us. Also, I'd just like to say quickly that an example of this is that a couple of days ago, I think it was on Monday evening, ITV News contacted the 100 black men and they asked for 2 representatives to go up and represent them for an interview talking on this last time epidemic. They saw the angle that it was going to come from and they cancelled the evening. This is one of the reasons why I think we should unite again. Countless amount of times, the BBC, we have asked the BBC to come to our graduation processes where we stood up and commended the great things that we've done within our community. And after 7 years of 100 Black Men of London, they've never come. This is the result. And another thing that you never saw is in Tony Warner's presentation, the empty seats. We need to fill those seats. We need to show people that we are together. We need to inspire ourselves in order to be inspired.
Everyone in this system has a responsibility, but not everyone has a platform, a state. That young folk, I don't care how young you are, this young kid here has a responsibility. To learn how to tie shoes, learn how to eat properly according to what the systematic patterns are in eating. You have to learn how to read and write. That's a responsibility you have to take. You got that? So you are a strong human being, although you're little people. So don't forget that, okay? So we all have to stay. Mamas and daddies, you know, I'm sorry, mamas and daddies, but your responsibility is to maintain the curiosity of our little folks, their education. Y'all are responsible for yourselves, but you're old enough to help little folks. I am older than you, so my responsibility to turn around and help you, and I will get in your face. I care about the educational process that it takes you to be more than